You all ready for a Kamala presidency? You heard it here first. I think she's going to win. I think it's going to be close, but I think she's going to win. And the reason I say that is because she's popular. But if the election in 2020 had issues, I'm in Fulton County, Georgia. It had issues, dude. Prove it. Oh, my goodness. How many times do we have to do this? Anyway, we know that there are shenanigans going on in the election of 2020. All right? All it takes is a couple counties, amigos. Fulton County, Georgia. Whatever the county is in Wisconsin. Whatever the county is in Michigan. Whatever the county is in Pennsylvania. That's all it takes. Maricopa County. That's in Arizona. That's all it takes. Who are the governors of these states? Well, other than Georgia, and even our esteemed Secretary of State, Brad Puffybarger, the Puff Man, they're all Democrats, radical Democrats, all of them. Do you think they've enhanced the voter security in 2024? Come on, man! It's crazy to me. Yeah, 2020 was rigged, but 2024 will be clean. Okay. I mean, Hugh Hewitt used to say, we have to win by more than the vote they can cheat by. Well, what exactly is happening? Because at the end of the day, there's a ceiling for the Trumps. There's a ceiling for the Democrats, too. It's probably 52%. Obama got the ceiling 52%. Maybe it's 53, 47, 52, 48. These are the tops that you're going to get for either party, frankly. 52 at the most. And that was Obama in his heyday. And, even after 2012, he didn't reach that again. So the most they're going to get is 52. Kamala's just not that popular. She ain't getting 52, all right? Trump is not that popular, relatively speaking. He ain't getting 52. So the most you're going to get is probably 51-49. All right. So let's just turn that around on a couple counties. Fulton County, Maricopa County, whatever the counties are in those other three states. Do you literally think that let's just say the steel can't be on to keep Kamala from winning? Come on. Come on, all they need is probably 100,000 votes at most. Even Bush in 2004, did he win the popular vote in 2004? I think he did. Even Bush in 2004 could only muster a 60,000 win in Ohio. And I remember, I think it's Bob Beckel who ran the Kerry campaign. It might not have been Beckel. No, he wasn't Beckel. It was another guy. I've seen his face. I just can't remember his name. He even said, "I want to be the first to congratulate you, Mr. President." About John Kerry. He said that to John Kerry because it looked like Ohio, the exit polls were going that John Kerry was going to pull it out by the skin of his teeth. And Bush ended up winning Ohio by 60,000 votes. That's it. That's it, man. And I said, I remember driving back, I was coming back from a tax training camp from First Citizens Bank, come back from Charlotte, North Carolina on election day, driving on 81 North. And hearing Sean Hannity, which I can't stand now, but even hearing them, it's like, dude, he was like, you could tell he's like despondent that Bush was going to lose because the exit polls came in. And unfortunately, the exit polls were wrong because there's a bunch of young college-age ladies who are interviewing essentially their own people, white, suburban and urban college-educated women. That's who they're interviewing and such. Their exit polls were overwhelmingly for Kerry, and they're wrong. But even then, Bush only won by 60,000 votes, dude. It's crazy. And a lot of Republicans don't recall it, or they don't even know that. They're ignorant of that. So they think, oh, man, Trump's got this in the bag. Look at the polls, look at the polls. I'm like, dude. Then we won Florida by, 515 votes in 2000? All right? So Trump loses the popular vote in 2016. He squeaks out a win by the seat of his pants in terms of maybe not the electoral vote, but in terms of just a couple counties. Biden he wins the popular vote in 2020, but he squeaks out a win in the electoral college in 2020. Bush won both the electoral votes and the popular vote in 2004 by the seat of his pants. I can't remember who won the popular vote in 2000. I think Gore did, actually. Yeah, maybe not. I can't remember. But either way, Bush just barely won that, the seat of his pants. The only real ramp, I hate to say it, Obama, he destroyed. He beat McCain pretty good in 2008. But it wasn't, I think even that was 52-48 or something like that. But anyway, so we're talking tens of thousands of votes. That's all that needs to be manufactured in a couple counties. If you think they can't pull that out, you don't hate the people in charge enough. I'm just telling you right now. It's like you don't hate the media enough. It's a good meme going around. You don't hate the media enough. 100%. If you think the powers that be can't pull out, 40,000 votes here, 20,000 votes there, you don't despise these people enough. Certainly they can do that. Certainly they can do that. Let's just stop, and then who's going to stop them? Give me a break. Well, the government does it. Okay, and what are you going to do? Who's going to stop them, man? Anyway, so what do you expect? I don't expect anything significant in the markets. I just don't. I mean, look, all these people say the markets prefer a Republican. They're just wrong. It's just not true. The markets like spending. They're Keynesians. The markets are Keynesians. The markets are corporatists. They don't like competition. The markets like essentially fascism is what they like. They like eliminating the competition, big government colluding with big business, and they love it, man. They say, oh, man, we can get these markets, and if we can get the stock prices high because there's no competition, just build these moats around these people. There'll be more regulation. Yep. There'll be a hell of a lot more baby killing for sure. There'll be more promotion of 57 flavors, and all that sucks. There'll be more tightening on restrictions on gun ownership, but they'll do it backhandedly. They'll make it harder to be a gun dealer, like we have one shut down here in Georgia. And I was like, man, it's going to be harder and harder to be a gun dealer. This is what they do, man. They'll have more and more regulations. They'll have more and more issues where you can't do firearm ownership, that you can't have a certain amount of ammunition. They'll have unlimited abortions. You can kill the babies all day long. Hey, whatever, man, whatever rocks your boat. And that's for women's rights, apparently. That's kind of weird to me, but whatever. This is what they're going to do, man. So at the end of the day, they'll have more regulations. There'll be higher costs on energy for sure, because they're going to see the light. They saw what happened to the Green parties in Europe. They're getting slaughtered simply because the price of energy is too high. And they say, well, we can't do that. So they're going to start ramping up nuclear power, but it doesn't happen overnight, man. They're going to get rid of hydro. They're going to try to squeeze out oil and natural gas, never mind coal. And they'll say, oh, they're going to push they're going to push nuclear heavily, but that doesn't happen overnight, so you're going to have higher energy prices for sure. Who knows if they'll do price controls on groceries, which will make scarcity. The reason socialism fails isn't because inflation, is because scarcity. This is why it always fails. Inflation is always a scarcity component. Scarcity. We put price controls, which means there's scarcity on those prices, on those products that have price controls. It's so, anyway, I'm not getting into it, but that's what's going to happen. See, oh man, poor animal. I hate seeing animals dead on the side of the road. It drives me crazy. It kills me. But anyways, that's what's going to happen. And your portfolio will probably respond nicely, frankly, in terms of upside on the stocks, because they're like, hey, Keynesian, man, Keynesianism, we'll just keep kicking the can down the road until somebody's got to pay the bill. When? I don't know. Does actually anyone have to pay the bill? Man, I don't know. But I'm not going to lose sleep over it, dude. I still have my firearms. You should definitely never give them up. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably look at this video in 6 months and say when Kamala wins, anything that YouTube said about promoting voting irregularities needs to go. Look at that tree. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, dude, I freaking love the fall, baby. It's the best time of year, man. God bless for the beauty. And just hang tight, man. No worries. All right, God bless. We'll see you.